Live, love Africa. What's your excuse for not coming? Please subscribe.
Hello, I'm Dynast Amir. Greetings, everyone. It is Dynast Amir, Search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, make sure you go to dynastamir.com. Again, make sure you go to dynastamir.com. While you're there, buy some merchandise. This is the Africa is My Therapy shirt. Also, buy a book. I am an author, so please support and buy a book as well. While you're at dynastamir.com, make sure you join our email list. Again, join our email list so you guys can stay up to date in regards to what's going on with the brand Dynast Amir. Please like, share, and subscribe to the content. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the content. We would really appreciate your guys' support. And then become a monthly Patreon. Again, become a monthly Patreon. Patreon.com, search for Uhuru. Supports black media so we can continue to share our own narrative and tell our own story. Today's topic, a lot of people have been asking. If you guys don't know, back in March, I contracted coronavirus. I would not wish that on anybody. So a lot of people have been asking, Dynast, do you blame Donald Trump for you contracting coronavirus? And my answer is no. I hold myself accountable for contracting coronavirus. I wasn't practicing social distancing. I wasn't wearing a mask. So again, I hold myself accountable. Dynast, where is this coming from? Why are you bringing this up? That's the question you guys might be asking. So a lot of people are blaming Donald Trump's policy or him not taking coronavirus seriously or taking it seriously when it first, I guess, the first breakout or first was, the first cases happened here in America. So people are blaming Donald Trump for not properly addressing coronavirus. And I understand, but I'm going to speak from a black perspective, okay? I'm going to speak from a black perspective. This is the relationship between black people and Donald Trump. The majority of black people and Donald Trump, specifically black people who are on the left or vote Democrat. If Donald Trump would have came out with a mandate, mandatory you wear a mask. Of course you have to practice social distancing. If Donald Trump pretty much would have shut down everything when this first started happening, right? If he would have shut down everything here in America for a month or two, basically whatever they implemented, like for example in Sierra Leone or Nigeria, if Donald Trump would have done the same thing here in America, because the disdain black people have for Donald Trump, they wouldn't have listened to him anyway. They would have revolted just because it's coming from Donald Trump. Like I said before, if Donald Trump were to give the majority of black people $1 million, offer it to him, just because it's coming from Donald Trump, they wouldn't want it. So again, if Donald Trump would have came out and said, we are going to shut down America completely for a month or for 2 months, black people would have rioted, they would have revolted. I'm telling you. So I know a lot of people are saying we have to get rid of Trump. And I don't care. Vote for Trump, vote for Biden. I don't care who you vote for. Me, I'm either going to write somebody in or I'm not going to vote at all. So a lot of people are saying the way he handled coronavirus is the reason why we need to remove him from office. And I'm just thinking, if Donald Trump would have said, we're shutting everything down for 2 months, you guys would have listened anyway. You guys would have threw a fit. You guys would have been upset. You guys would not have followed the rules because it's coming from Donald Trump. And we're seeing this whole election is really bothering me. And the reason why is like black people aren't standing for anything now just to see the orange man out of office. Like we are compromising everything. Like we're throwing everything out the window with little moral fabric we had to not see the orange man in office. And I spoke about this before. 4 years ago, it was, dealing with the crime bill, the 94 crime bill. Oh, it tore apart the black family. It removed the black man from the home. The black crackhead got prison time. The white crackhead got rehab. We need justice reform. We need criminal reform. We need prison reform. We need police reform. Pookie is doing 25, or he's doing life in prison now because he stole a bag of potato chips and that was his third strike. It's wrong. The crime bill is wrong. It's racist. You know, the white man planted dope in the black community. The white man took away the jobs and the resources. That forced Pookie to, you know, the white man planted the guns in the black community. Because black folks, we don't make guns. We ain't got no gun manufacturer. So it's the white man's fault that he planted dope and guns in the black community. And there was no resources. So Pookie's the victim. So it's the white man's fault that Pookie picked up the guns and the drugs and terrorized the black community. It's not Pookie's fault. He's the victim. He's the victim. It is the white man's fault. Again, it's not Pookie's fault. It is the white man's fault. So we need change. We need reform. This 94 crime bill was the worst thing that ever happened to the black community. Now that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are running on a Democratic ticket, team mass incarceration, all of a sudden, well, Pookie shouldn't have been stealing anyway. He deserves to be in prison. Well, hold on. I thought 4 years ago, Pookie was the victim. Now all of a sudden, Pookie deserves to be in jail for stealing a bag of potato chips because it was his third strike. He deserves it now. But what happened 4 years ago? 4 years ago, we needed all this criminal reform, police reform, need to wear cameras, police need to wear cameras. We needed all this change and reform. We needed it all. We got to free Pookie because it's not right. It's the white man's fault that he took all the resources and planted drugs and guns in the community. It's the white man's fault. Pookie's really the victim. Ronald Reagan is the one that needs to be in jail. Ronald Reagan is the one that put dope in the community. So Pookie is the victim. Free Pookie. But now, because of the person that the architect behind the crime bill, and we know how Kamala Harris got down, all of a sudden, the crime bill was the best thing to happen to the black community. It went from the crime bill tore up the black community, removed the black man from the household, to now the crime bill was the best thing that ever happened to the black community. I'm shocked. Like, I'm just all in the name of getting rid of the orange man. So I'm just shocked. So I wouldn't put anything past black people these next couple of months. So again, like I said, do I blame Donald Trump for me catching coronavirus? No, I don't. I don't. Not at all. Again, it's my fault. And what we're seeing, the people, specifically black people, who are blaming Donald Trump for not, I guess, addressing coronavirus properly, they flip-flop so much just in the name of getting rid of the orange man that I would not take them serious. Because again, 4 years ago, the crime bill was the worst thing that ever happened to the black community. Now, because Joe Biden, who was the architect of the crime bill, and Kamala Harris, we know how she got down because they're running on a Democratic ticket, all of a sudden, now the crime bill is the best thing that happened to the black community. Again, one more time. 4 years ago, Ava DuVernay puts out the 13th documentary. The crime bill was the worst thing that happened to the black community, and we need reform. We need change. Speed up, present day, because Joe Biden is the architect of the crime bill is on a Democratic ticket, and now you have Kamala Harris running as the VP. Now all of a sudden the crime bill is the best thing that ever happened to the black community. So I'm confused. So anyways, guys, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.
Headed to Abidjan, then Cotonou. Almost missed my flight, but we made it.